There isn't another 14-inch bike quite like the Prevelo Zulu 1 on the market. The Zulu 1 is a legitimate mountain bike with wide tires, hydraulic disc brakes, and child-appropriate geometry designed for shredding trails. And the off-road build isn't the only thing that makes the Prevelo Zulu 1 unique. It also has the ability to convert from a balance bike to a pedal bike. In this review, we share what we liked about the Prevelo Zulu 1 in testing, and the couple of things we didn't. Although it's a rigid bike, the 2.2-inch wide Kenda tires are much wider than your typical 14-inch tire and provide a significant amount of cushion, to the point where our tester was comfortable even while riding rougher single track. Adding to his comfort on the rough stuff were the Pro Max DSK 940 hydraulic disc brakes. They're a big step up from the V-brakes found on most other 14-inch bikes, and a kind addition for little tykes being asked to tackle difficult terrain. While the cables are externally routed, they're attached securely and out of the kid's way. The hand levers are also size appropriate and easy to pull for little hands, significantly reducing hand fatigue on tough trails compared to V-brake. If your child hasn't mastered pedaling yet, you'll also appreciate that the bike can be used as both a balance bike and a pedal bike. You do have to purchase an optional $19 conversion kit if you want to use it as a balance bike. Don't expect this bike to replace the need for a balance bike if your child is younger, however. While our 3-year-old tester, who has just over a 14-inch inseam, very comfortably rides this bike in the pedal configuration, it's almost too big for him in the balance bike mode. He needed the seat as low as it could go. Rather than using the Zulu as a balance bike for toddlers, I would recommend it for those kids that are outgrowing their first balance bike but aren't quite ready to transition to pedals yet. It's easy to remove and replace the cranks and chain. It took us 7 minutes to convert it to a balance bike and 10 minutes to go back to pedals. My only complaint about the balance bike are the foot pegs, which also serve as protection for the bottom bracket once the cranks are removed. Although they're totally out of the way while the kiddo strides, they're very narrow and aren't easy to keep feet on. The Prevelo Zulu frame is made of lightweight aluminum with a low center of gravity and modern trail geometry, which puts your kid in a solid, stable position. Although the bike is remarkably lightweight considering the brakes and tires, at 13.5 pounds without pedals, it's still heavier and a bit more cumbersome for a kid on the smaller end of the size range. Our tester learned to pedal on the Prevelo Alpha 1, which is only about a half-pound lighter, but was still noticeably easier for him to pick up, handle, and get moving. As far as the aesthetics go, the Zulu is a sharp-looking bike, and our tester got compliments on it from not only adults, but also from the older kids at the bike park. We appreciate the fact that even though this bike is a single speed, the gear ratio is near perfect. It has a 3.7 gain ratio for the bike nerds out there. Our tester was able to easily climb hills, but also didn't spend out on most downhills. It's hard to compare this bike to other 14-inch bikes on the market because there's nothing else with disc brakes and tires this wide. Yes, the price is a little on the higher end, but the features and components reflect that. If your family enjoys paved trails, there are better bikes like the Alpha 1 out there that may fit your child better. However, for families that are gung-ho on mountain biking, the Zulu 1 is a godsend. If you dream of your kids falling in love with single track like you have, this bike gets them started on the right track from day one. For even more information on the Zulu 1, read our detailed review at rascalrides.com. You can also find additional 14-inch kids bike reviews there. Also, if you do choose to go with the Zulu 1, you can find an affiliate link in the video description. We get a small commission when you use that link, and it helps us pay our mortgage and put food on the table, so we greatly appreciate the support. Until next time, happy riding.